Yes. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Like Father,
Like Son, y'all.
I'm here with my guy, Kojo the character.
And I'm here with my main man, Mr. Breno.
Happy Thursday.
Yes.
Just that one day before the weekend begins. You can catch us daily, 6:30, right here on Mr. _McAllister 11 on Instagram. You can catch us on Facebook Live at CL McAllister, and you can also catch us at CL McAllister YouTube Live. So go ahead and inform your friends, subscribe, leave thoughts, feelings, concerns. It don't matter. We're always open for new suggestions and things like that. Shouts out to Portia and Vacation Travels, my guy Spunk, for jumping on with us. How's your day?
My day has been good. My day has been really good. Yes.
Yeah. Good. I got a chance to do a little bit of tutoring today with one of my young guys that's working on some skill of his, and he's doing really good. He's improving big time, and that's really good. And I like to see that. I was able to sneak in a bike ride. So, my days are always filled. And of course, I get the greatest opportunity, the humbling opportunity to teach my two boys. And, that's always superb.
And tomorrow, get out at 12, baby. Today.
Yeah, they love that. They get their little minimum day on Friday. So, considering that I get to make the schedule, it's like, why have a minimum day on a Thursday or a Wednesday when you can have it on a Friday? So that's good.
Yes.
And
tomorrow.
While I was riding, I rode about 6.5 miles or so, just about 45 minutes or so. I actually rode longer than that, but you know how those little machines be, where I put it on that relive, and I think it said like 35 minutes or something. I'll pop it up pretty soon on these little social medias. But I had this idea for those who may be listening to possibly try to ride to San Jose on Saturday morning. Just get up, and go as far as I can go. I know San Jose is 47 miles away, but just go as far as you can go. I know to get to, what was that? Where that we went that time? We went 17 miles.
We went to
Hayward. Yes, to Elias. So I know from San Francisco to Hayward, it's 17 miles. And I was just riding. Like I said, I rode for about 6.5 miles just a moment ago.
And how long did that take?
It probably took about.
Well, you don't think the phone is more accurate?
Probably took about 45 minutes. Probably took about 45 minutes. Usually, I average about 5 miles every 30 minutes. For some people, that's probably not good. For others, they may think that's cool. Shouts out to Thais for hanging out with us. RA for yourself too, and. So I was thinking about really riding to San Jose. I don't know if I can actually make it to San Jose. And I would have no thought of riding back from San Jose. So you and your mother would be coming to get me.
We're going to drive to San Jose?
Yeah, drive to San Jose and come get me.
What are you going to say?
As I'm next to the ambulance trying to gasping for some air, her needing that oxygen tank. But I at least want to try to. That's just what I hadn't thought. I've been thinking about it.
Because I brought it up.
When did you bring it up?
I know President Clinton.
Did you ride to San Jose?
Basically.
When?
Remember when when I was in California, and I said from here to San Jose, it takes 4 hours.
Okay, you did say that, but I know that I personally researched that to San Jose. I just put in San Jose. I didn't put in any particular spot in San Jose, but just in San Jose, it's 47 miles to get there. What's good, KC? I see you, boss. You know, just hanging out with my boy on Like Father, Like Son.
Yeah.
And for those of you who may not know, this is a show that was started with me and my son, kind of like, I don't know, maybe April, May of 2020. This is a COVID-19.
And we were actually gonna do the origin story of Like Father, Like Son.
Right.
That
And
was one of our original topics
for today.
or ideas for
Right.
the topic.
And so how did we get started with this, to your recollection?
I don't know how we got started with the show, but I do remember coming up with the name.
Okay. So to my recollection, we got started with this show because my good brother Marcus, shouts out to
I remember how we started. I remember how
31.
we started.
Okay.
You wanted me to do a concert. You said you would give me $100
Uh-huh.
if I did a concert,
Mhm.
which we did do a concert eventually.
Uh-huh. Did I give you $100?
I'm not gonna say.
Did I? I mean, did I give the actual cash to you?
I'm
I
not
might
gonna
have.
throw it under. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus.
Well, that kind of speaks for itself, right? So,
You.
but I feel you though. I feel the respect of kind of preventing from throwing me under the bus. We had like a whole throw under the bus discussion, so you know we're both trying to reserve our bus tossing right up under that rear wheel on the driver's side.
All our ribs are cracked.
But I do remember that we were going to start this show and we were going to do it on California Urban Podcast.
But you wanted me to do do a concert.
Uh-huh.
But then but then I was like, let's start our own show. And then you're like, okay, let's do it. And
Right.
then one of the days after or something, or maybe still in the same day, we were thinking about like the name. And then I think there was a sequence where you did something and then I did something to tag on to it, basically, like tag team. And then like, hey, it should be called Like Father, Like Son.
And you know,
that was me.
Sometimes I haven't done it often, but like if you go back to the beginning on how we kind of like started and how we've gotten to this position, and over the time we will probably reposition ourselves and have different backgrounds. It's been a complete journey. What has it been for you sitting here with your father on basically a daily basis for, I don't know, 7 months or so?
Well,
Just on a daily?
It's really fun once I got going. And I am really grateful for it because a lot of kids don't necessarily get to have this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have the equipment, don't have the resources, don't have the time to do it, don't know how in general. Even if they were able to do it, they don't know how to do it.
Don't know how to do what? Don't know how to work the Instagram?
Don't know how to work Instagram. Don't know how to even download anything.
You think that?
No, I said sometimes. Some people.
Some people. But you don't think most kids know how to work Instagram? And I mean, outside of you not being able to, right? If your parent prevents you from downloading and have Instagram, do you think that most kids know how to do what we're doing minus the equipment?
I mean, it depends.
You think it depends?
Yeah.
I think it has something to do more so with like confidence, right? And because a parent is one thing in their confidence, right? And then there's a lot of parents that don't necessarily have the confidence to get up here and talk about something and talk about a conversation daily pick at conversations, hold a conversation, and
Mhm.
then to get a kid to do it side by side with them, like Vacation Travel said, that is confidence, right? And so that speaks volumes on yourself. You know,
Mhm.
some people just don't have the time, or right. Some people just don't have the time, and that's right. And that's something that, and that's probably why and how we ended up with this show, because the
Mhm.
time was available, it was provided, and sometimes, a lot of times, it's almost like, you know how, like, when, like, say your kid needs some assistance in schoolwork, and a person says, well, I don't have any money, right? I don't got money to pay for a tutor,
Mhm.
right? But then we also know that adults do their and have their little vices that they use, that they may drink, they may smoke, they may go out and have good times. Now we know that some of those things are just to keep people sane, right?
Mhm.
But sometimes there's a position where a parent puts themselves in where somewhere in there they're selfish because they're worried about themselves and not necessarily worried about the kid and the time that could be precious together.
And I can remember some of our first shows. And we still have some on our actual camera, right?
Right.
And we used to go live. And then it was fun because we used to have it sideways.
Right. Because
So,
yeah.
times.
We've come a long way. We've come a
We used
long
to have
way.
it sideways. People couldn't see us.
That's right. And they do have resources everywhere for and you know, in the great words of my guy Spunk, man, you know, sometimes people just don't be listening, you know, because you are right, Casey. There are resources everywhere for damn near everything. It's just a matter of our work, our determination, our persistence,
Mhm.
you know. And so being a part of this like father like son show has brought I mean, we were already close. How do you feel that it's brought us close, or do you think that it might have brought us apart? What I mean, honestly.
Well, it's just we've had a lot of good times on this show.
Mhm.
I mean, been through our ups and downs on the show. Shows like our family. I sound like people on TV.
And we've had some of our me and you. We've had some of our best laughs
Best laugh.
right here, sharing it with you all.
And then it just stems throughout the whole household.
Right. And I've also gotten off this. We've also gotten off this set, and I've been extremely upset. So just like you say, it's a family. It's a building block. You know
About what?
what you mean? What I've been upset about?
Mhm.
Probably mostly about if I feel like you threw me under the bus or something, and you could have held that thought. But that's what makes it authentic, right? And you know, I mean, it rolls. You know, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. So, what are you going to do this weekend? What do you have in thoughts? Because you always got something brewing, like a fresh pot of tea. Always.
I do have something to do in my mind right now.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so, you know, see, and let me tell you all, honestly, this is another way to pick his brain and vice versa, right? But I have a little bit more confidence in him because I may have the actual confidence to ask him. He may not ask me certain things, but then he may.
That's true.
Because we're here live, and so
yeah,
you know. Right? So
that's funny.
you know, but like I said,
well, let me answer the question.
Okay, go. Sorry.
So, well, I do have a lot of stuff planned this weekend. So first, tomorrow, I want to drop you up at Macho and Pete's house.
Watch this plot. This is a plot, y'all. Watch the plot.
But before that, I need to make a cash app. And then after that, when you drop me off, we're gonna go live.
You and Macho MVP.
Uh-huh.
And what y'all going live on? Is it something that you would tell the watchers that they should watch and catch on to it, or is just kind of just gonna be?
Let me go into commercial mode. Live from Studio 7. Your host, Asante McAllister, is here telling you to go to MVP and Kojo show. And I believe maybe Mr. McAllister, Mr. underscore McAllister 11. Because today, or Friday or Saturday, we will be having a karaoke night with our DJ, Macho MVP.
So this is tomorrow or Saturday.
Yes, but most likely tomorrow.
So we can probably post it to inform the people. But you're gonna do karaoke.
Uh-huh.
So you and Macho MVP, y'all set up and plan to do karaoke.
And we have a cash app because we would like we're having a fundraiser so that we can give our viewers the highest quality video.
Yes.
And the money would be going to more equipment, new equipment,
Gotcha.
more better microphones, better stands. Even though I love you, Stan.
So you're wait. Okay, so you're saying you're gonna do karaoke. Let's get back to that.
I feel like you didn't know this.
I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
You're so. Look, listen.
Okay, hold on. Let me go get something.
Okay.
Yeah, go get something. Yeah, thanks.
So he got a whole plot and plan, y'all, to do a karaoke. And whenever he gets that actual setup, I'm gonna let y'all know. There's two things I kind of want to talk about outside of his discussion. So, the great Hank Aaron passed away over the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, or at least earlier this week. And, that was a prominent black man who was and is one of the great baseball players in life's history of baseball. He was a Negro League player, and then he ended up playing with the Milwaukee Braves. And so even though he was a predominant home run hitter, he never hit more than 50 home runs in one season. And, he ended up surpassing the great Babe Ruth. And, when that happened, a lot of hate mail, a lot of hate calls came his way. And he's somebody that you just kind of know the name of, but we don't know much history about him. And, I advise some of you to find out about Hank Aaron, and maybe you do know. I could be incorrect, and that's okay. He ended up being, an activist for us, and our struggles and what we do and what we've done and the progress that we've tried to make. And I truly respect anyone, for that matter, who wants to help and fight for our rights and our.
Wait, Hank Aaron died?
He did. Like
the black baseball player?
The black baseball player, yes. And he was, he was a phenomenal player. He was surpassed by, of course, Barry Bonds. And I think he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy that Barry Bonds passed him up because, there's still the speculation of him being on steroids and PEDs and the cream and all of that other stuff. I don't know if you all see Barry Bonds the other day, but on the commercial, he was at what's that school in San Bruno? What's the college? What's the college in San Bruno? The JC Skyline. He was at Skyline and he was handing out free food for those who are in need at this time.
Commercial?
And he was looking.
It was a commercial?
Huh?
It was a commercial?
No, it was on the news. And he was looking like the Barry from Pittsburgh. And so it is what it is. I respect Barry Bonds. I respect Hank Aaron. You do what you do to make things work for you and your family. And, shouts out to Hank Aaron and his family. And then there was another incident, and I don't know that much about it, but it definitely triggered me. So I want to speak on it. There was an incident, I believe, at the Buffalo Bill and Kansas City football game, and the young man, the R&B artist Trey Songz was um, he was taken into custody at least at the game, right? And so there was this scenario where he supposedly didn't wear his mask or didn't wear it long enough, or and so I when I seen it before any of the actual what happened and stuff like that, the fact that this is where we're at in life is ridiculous. It's disrespectful, and I'm gonna tell you why it's disrespectful. Yeah, and somebody put on their social media, you don't wear your mask. Pretty much, that's what you get, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I understand that there are rules. I do, but I've seen many of people. We've seen it at grocery stores. We've seen it at department stores. We ain't heard nobody getting arrested. And here it goes again. Another story of a black person being harmed, harassed, disrespected on the level because of what someone feels that we're doing.
Or custody.
Hold on. Let's see here. What you laughing at? See, there you go. There you go.
I'm laughing at you.
You see how you do me, y'all?
I'm not doing.
What you doing?
I'm laughing at myself.
Hold on.
I'm laughing at the sentence itself.
But like I said, he's dealing with this incident, and let's see. Hold on.
Coincidence.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to your statement in just a moment, but back to the Trey Songz scenario, and so we're gonna read a little bit of art. Let's see. I think that's why probably they did too much.
I mean, I saw the commercial. I didn't really understand what happened. I didn't understand, but I saw him getting tackled by the police officer and the security guy.
Right.
And
what did you just do with that article? Where'd that article just go?
It was on there.
It was on this one?
Uh-huh.
So we'll pull it back up. So to answer your question, Thais, Kobe's pilot initials were AZ, which is A equals 1 and Z equal 26. Then Kobe dies on 126. Do you believe in a coincidence?
No, it was probably a crash. Probably purpose.
I don't know. I think that's that might be a hell of a coincidence.
No, it's not a coincidence.
No.
Why would it be the same day?
I mean, that's a hell of an amazing statistic and fact right there.
It would probably create it like that so that if someone were to figure that what A to Z is, they wouldn't know.
That it was like a setup.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, to each his own.
Do you really
I mean,
think it was a coincidence that this guy actually died on the same day? Basically, when the shooter went, right?
Is that what it was too?
I don't know.
No, this is when Kobe Bryant's pilot. There's 26 letters in the alphabet.
Huh?
Kobe's pilot initials were A, Z,
Oh,
which is A equals 1 and Z equals 26. Okay, I got you. I got you.
what's the guy's name?
The
Pilot.
pilot? I don't know.
Austin Jacob.
I don't know, but that is a hell of a coincidence. I'm hoping that it's a hell of a coincidence. But it's just like the $20 bill. Y'all know the $20 bill, and you fold the 20 and it show you. You know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Right? No, huh? No, not that. Anyway.
What's $20 bill? What happened?
I'll show you on another time. I do think, Casey, you're right that they did that extra because Trey Songz is a celebrity. We're gonna read a little bit of the. You kind of bedazzled us right there. We were like, hold on, right? But so we're gonna read a little bit of this article, and this is from AP News. Okay, APnews.com. Okay, R&B singer arrested at AFC Championship game, and let's see. R&B artist Trey Songz was jailed overnight after he scuffled with police officers during his arrest for not following coronavirus protocols and other rules at the AFC Championship game in Kansas City, police said Monday.
Yes. Was it what Monday?
Right here.
Songz, 36, whose name is Trayvon Alden Neverson, right? Neverson was released Monday while an investigation continues. Jackson County Sheriff's spokesman Levande Dark said no charges have been filed. Songz representatives Sidney Margetson declined to comment Monday. Songz is a 3-time Grammy-nominated singer. He earned his third NO1 on Billboard's top R&B albums chart with Back Home last year. His other 2 chart-topping albums were Trigger and Tremaine, the album. He was also appeared in films including Texas Chainsaw 38 3D, Baggage Claim, and he starred in Blood Brother in 2018.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so it says
I remember Texas Chainsaw.
Kansas City police said in a statement that the fans at the game between Kansas City and the Chiefs and Bills complained about a man who was not following COVID-19 related protocol and other codes of conduct for rules for fans, which included not being disruptive, intoxicated, and using obscene language. See, the statement did not identify the man as Songz and did not say exactly which rules he was breaking. I'm not even reading no more. I'm gonna read that one more time, but I'm not reading anymore because Kansas City said in a statement, the fans at the game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills complained about a man who was not following COVID-19 related protocols and other code of conduct rules for fans, which include not being disruptive, intoxicated, and using obscene language. The statement did not identify the man as Songz and did not say exactly which rule was broken. I'm gonna read that.
And then only on the news, they specifically said that a mask was only there.
Right. And so,
can I say one thing?
Come on, say it.
If you watch the video from one of the front angles of him getting muffed up, you will see multiple people without a mask watching. Multiple people without a mask. Not you don't even see it on their chin.
The police officers? Or just
men, males and females, just looking, watching him get muffed up, and they don't have no mask on.
Right.
So if that's what they're claiming, because that's what they're saying, he was even actually eating. Those people didn't have no food or drink in their hand.
Right.
No mask.
Right.
Sorry.
No, yeah, hey, because when you say, because here's the thing, and it's probably what touched me is one, is here goes the black man being harassed, possibly, or did he do something wrong? And a lot of times, no. I can remember going to the only football game I've ever been to. It was a preseason game, and it was the 49ers, and it was the Denver Broncos. This is way before you were born. And I went with my cousin, and we were watching the game, and this is back when it was Candlestick. I was a grown man, though.
For the 49ers and
It was the 49ers
the
and
Broncos.
the Denver Broncos. And there was a group of kids in front of us. It was like 5 or 6 of them.
Like little kids?
Like middle age, high school, maybe a smidget or older, but not 21 and over. No.
So
And they're
middle
yelling.
school to high school?
Middle school to high school. And they're yelling, having a good time. Cuss words are flying out here and there. And they're not black. The police officers come over and tell us we got to go. They didn't ask no questions. They didn't say, we heard you were being loud. Can you bring it down? They just flat out said, you guys got to go.
The police?
They
officer?
brought police officers, not security guards, police officers. I was livid, but I didn't want to get beat up, so I didn't do too much. I wasn't down for that. I was so mad, though. I swear to you, I was so mad. Right? Let's see. Somebody else said that it was somebody else that did it. Right? I'm telling you, this stuff is real. Let's see. He's a celebrity, and that's why they do what they do. Yeah, and so then there's another scenario. I'm at a Giants game 2 different times. I'm at a Giants game. One time, I'm with my boy, my old school boy, T.O. Shouts out to my guy, T.O.
Terrell Owens?
No, Sean, top of the world. But I was T.O. was my boy, right? But I am a T.O. fan. That's funny.
Sorry.
Right? So anyway, listen. So I'm at the game, and I'm cheering. It's 40,000 people there. This is right during the time of Barry Bonds doing his thing. That's what we're there for, right? We're there to see Barry Bonds hit a home run, right at the peak of his career, probably a year or two before he breaks the home run record. So he's terrorizing the league, meaning hitting home runs, getting RBI, not terrorizing it in a negative way. Anyway, because word use. Anyway, so I'm there. I'm like, yeah, go Giants. I'm in the top, though, right? I'm all the way at the top, but I'm yelling like I'm on the side. Let's go Giants! I'm screaming, having a good time. I just spent $40-$50 on the ticket. I done gave you 10 for half a hot dog. I done gave you $7 for 4 sips and a whole cup full of ice. So, yeah, I'm having a good time. 10 minutes later, here comes the usher. Hey, we were wondering if you could bring it down some. I look left, I look right. I'm like, you talking to me? He's like, yeah, you're being kind of loud. I said, huh? Oh, okay. He livid, upset, distraught, heartbroken. Why are you talking to me, right? And all I could think to myself is 40,000 people at any moment can scream at the same time. And Barry Bonds hit a home run. 40,000 people screaming at the same exact time. Then another time. And this is all related to the Trey Songz and how this right here. We keep acting like, no. But then we know now, right? I guess we just need to be prepared. And Trey Songz like, man, I'm a millionaire, man. Hey, you better lay up off me. No, it don't even. It's just evil. Evil. That's how someone could dare throw out the fact that someone in their nationality is a devil. That's why someone say something like that. Straight up. I'm not going to be on the record to say that. But the fact of the matter is that's how someone could come up with that conclusion. Let me tell you the other story. I'm at the Giants game, and this one, I'm not even up high. I'm on the third baseline. I'm feeling myself. You know, the Giants.
What do you think would happen if I were there?
So let me think about Barry Bonds. This got to be probably around either 1999 or somewhere between 99 and 2003.
What do you think they would have done if I were there?
Right? I don't know. They would do the same thing. I'm sitting down the third baseline. I'm more so by right field. I'm sitting behind this Caucasian lady. I done brought in my Popeye, so I got the whole building smelling like Louisiana, right? I ain't bought no hot dog this day. You ain't get me this day, right? So they're probably hot that they can't get none of my chicken. You know, some of that good fried chicken. You know, I learned that from my uncle back in the day. Bring your own chicken, and so.
But you can bring food into.
You can. So I got it in there.
Not like a movie theater.
Pardon?
Not like a movie theater.
Right, not like a movie theater. You bring whatever you want, as long as it's not glass. Right. And so anyway, so I'm in there. I got the chicken, and I haven't started eating yet though. And I'm like, "Go Giants!" Da, 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 yelling, "Go Giants!" I keep standing up, right, like a real fan. You know, I'm yelling. You know, whoever it is, right. Da, 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 da. So a lady turns around and says, "Excuse me,
was she by herself?
Can you bring it down?" And I was with my boy MT. Shouts out to MT. And I look over at him. Were you at that game, babe?
I don't know.
Because he was with his little lady.
Yeah, we probably were there together.
Yeah. And we eating the Popeyes, whatever. And
with the good old
and
biscuits?
So, with the good old biscuits. And so what happened? Here's what happened. This one, I wasn't going out. I just wasn't going out, y'all. So if I was going to get kicked out this time, it was going to be flat out my fault. So what happened was, as I'm flaming out of my brain, like the flaming hot Cheeto, like the hot fish grease, like Arizona sun, the Mojave Desert sun, I'm that hot and mad and disgusted and distraught.
Wait, fun fact.
Did
you know that that Death Valley went 2 years and a month without rain?
Nice fact. All right. And so I'm at the game, and so while I'm there, the lady makes her statement. So I'm like, you know what?
Did you get kicked out though?
Listen. I'm like, this is a good time to eat my food. I can calm down. I can gather myself. This is all going through my head. I'm not making this up right now. So I'm eating my food. And the moment that I finished and wiped my hands off, I stood up and I said, "Let's go Giants!" As loud as I could possibly get it out of my larynx vocals with my diaphragm. From the diaphragm, I came with it.
What the heck was that?
Right? And somebody way over there was like, "He's back!" Right? And from the rest of the game, I was just me, and she left me alone. But, you know, that was just that incident, right? And tell you, lady, to mind her own business, right? And so, you know, it's just, you know, and so when you think about, I don't know, man, but you remember when the whole Giants and the stadium started, and, you know, it was all about the big dollar, right? It was a lot of corporate, more so, hey, let's come and gather at this beautiful stadium. It wasn't about, hey, let's play baseball. Let's get a fan in here. You know, you had to have some money to get up in there, or, you know, you had to get a ticket, scalp a ticket, or, you know, you had to get a ticket from a friend, or, you know, I told you I was on the third base right field line. I know I didn't pay for that ticket. I got that one from a friend or something, right? Because they, you know, the tickets was hidden. They were expensive, I'm telling you, man. And so I say that to say it wasn't necessarily, and this has always kind of been a question, that it wasn't necessarily fans. They were just people looking for a good time, right? Because, you know, if you go to a Giants game, someone's yelling at you, or, you know, right behind you, in front of you. Somebody got a glove and they slapping that glove. You know, somebody might spill a soda on you, so you don't wear your good outfit. You know, somebody, you know, screaming. Somebody gonna yell and spit, and a nacho half flying in slow-mo as it come into your face, right? So anyway, back to the Trey Songz scenario.
Yeah, baseball game.
All I'm saying is that I can
Baseball
relate
game is the only time
to the
I
young
can
man
yell.
going through this BS. And let's see what my guy KC. Let me see. I was there that day. I had to work. You was there that day. I was yelling. You might have said, "Yeah, hey, look here." As my voice is very distinctive. Did I say that right? So let me see. Let's see. I said I wasn't gonna read no more of this article, but I'm gonna read a little more just in case I don't like to put my foot in my mouth.
That was good.
Let's see. What look good? That jacket?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The whole suit.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. So the statement didn't identify nothing or nobody, right? Go ahead.
Right.
Holy.
Police said that the man refused to follow orders from the private security guard at Arrowhead Stadium and was asked to leave. When he refused, officer from the Kansas City Police and Jackson County Sheriff's Office was called, and he told he would be arrested if he didn't comply. Police said he punched one officer and put him in a headlock. Police said TMZ released the video Monday that showed Sones was not wearing a mask and struggling with several officers before he was led away in handcuffs. The video does not show how the confrontation began. Some fans can be heard. Confrontation began. Some fans can be heard yelling at the officers to leave him alone. The video shows at least one officer with the mask and the others with the mask not completely covering their mouth and nose. Full coverage and everything.
Yeah. Right.
And you want to see? I think.
Yeah, let's see the video. And I don't know that old TMZ, man. I don't know what you all feel about TMZ. TMZ, I don't know who they work for. I don't know. You know how it be sometimes, man.
That Trey Songz?
Yeah, that's Trey Songz. They get to being biased and sometimes and have their own opinions more so than telling facts and stuff. If TMZ is involved, it has to be a Freemanson Lick.
What's that?
What is that? What's Freemanson?
All right, you want to put it on?
Huh? Freemason. Oh, Freemason Lick. What's that? That is what it say.
Want to put it on?
Freemason. Yeah, fresh. Yeah, hit it. Let's see. How long did it?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let's see. Freemason. Let's see. What you do?
I don't know.
But for whatever, it's taking its moment to load. But look, the fact of the matter is, if again I wasn't there, he's going through this scenario, and I'm telling you the experiences that I've been through, and I know damn well if I was a millionaire, and you come telling me to put my mask on, and don't nobody else got their mask on. And if I'm eating too, right? Because they'll play the game. It's just a whole game, y'all. I'm God. See.
So wait.
It's deep, man. Because you can be at a restaurant and they tell you, "Hey, take your mask off to take your order. Put your mask back on, and then time to eat. Take your mask off. Eat your food." When your waiter comes and say, "How you doing?" I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. So now you got mustard and sauce and soy sauce all on your mask. Man, go somewhere with all of this.
And even if he did have food, so you're supposed to eat. And if you're taking a moment to look at the game, you're just supposed to put your mask back on.
Maybe.
And not keep it off to look and then eat some more.
Look, and then on top of that, you hella fuck the pandemic, exactly. And then on top of that, man, you way over there. Stop. Don't tell me that 6 feet matter. And I'm out in the blizzardy cold of Kansas City. And you tell me 6 feet matter, but now you want to harass me when I'm by myself with my group.
How come
that's within my circle
The little stuff that costs how much?
The
They're not open.
oh, you talking about the what do you call it? The suites?
Yeah.
Man, he probably wanted the element, but you know, he's a superstar. Man, I want to be outside today. Right? Maybe he wanted to be cold.
Why wasn't no one
I probably a little
standing
crazy
in
for
line?
that. That's what.
Why
well,
wasn't no one standing in the line to get an autograph? Just because of coronavirus don't mean you can't get an autograph.
Right.
Maybe that's why police officer was mad. He didn't get along.
Huh?
Maybe that's why police officer was mad. He didn't get autograph.
Oh, he asking for autograph?
I'm saying that man was mad.
Like you said, maybe he asked for an autograph earlier and he didn't give it to him. So it's like, you know what, we're gonna set him up. We're gonna get your act. I'll teach you not to give me no autograph. Talking about you trying to hurry to back from halftime. It's a cold world, y'all. It's a cold world, straight up. Let's say inside the airport terminals, you have to stay 6 feet apart, but you have to sit right next to a passenger on the plane. That's what I'm saying. Don't make no sense, man. Ain't it all hot and secluded on the airplane? Just like all this.
They
So you
broke
telling
my
me-
Nintendo Switch.
So you telling me that I'm on my bike and the wind is blowing? Guaranteed. I don't care if it's at a standstill and it's 107 degrees. The wind is blowing. So if I'm breathing, it's going that way. It's just moving. Oh, it's like rotating. But I don't live in 107 degrees. It was about 55 degrees.
We're about to be-
So when the wind is blowing and it's everywhere, you're looking at me like, why you don't have a mask on, but you can get on the airplane. That motherfucker right there. They right there. They say, step between you. You right there. And we all here just a breathing. And then when you get your soda or your little
Water.
hard ass pretzels hella hard on the airplane. They like ultra dry, right? Anyway, let's see.
Why don't they get like they heat it up pretzels?
What they gonna do at the Super Bowl? What they gonna do at the Super Bowl?
Gee.
What are they gonna do at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be even more people. Right? People, I'm telling you, man.
If I were Trey Songz, I would go to the Super Bowl.
You would?
Mhm.
Why?
I'll go to the Super Bowl.
Why would you go to the Super Bowl? Outside of wanting to go to the game
And do whatever he did last time.
and do it again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're a little rebel.
Yeah.
I got a little rebel on my hands, y'all.
Nat Turner.
Oh my God. Hey, all I'm saying is we know. We got to be careful. We got to be mindful of all these situations. And another reason why I even brought this up was because, like I said, someone kind of made a statement on their social media, and they were just like, damn, that's kind of like thoughtless a little bit, right? Because bottom line is, if, any of you brothers, are out in, I don't know, somewhere, Monterey Bay with your family or something, Sacramento, Stockton, Frisco, Richmond, Vallejo, Fairfield or something, and then I see you on the news and you got arrested because your mask wasn't on your face, I'ma instantly say, well, that's what you get, follow the rules? Oh, no, man. My first instinct is, wait a minute, give me some more of that story. Why you grabbing him like that? Why it take 6 of y'all to do it? 4 of y'all to do it? That's what I'm gonna think first. You gotta give me the whole story. Cause I'm sorry, y'all. In the world that I've lived, in the city that I've lived, in the country that I've lived, that I remain living in, the story ain't never what the story is first told. Ever. Ever, never. They never tell the story right the first time. And what they do is they tell the story how they want to be told, how they want it to be told, and they know that people are going to grasp onto that story just like that
I
immediately.
understand what you're saying.
Immediately. And they don't even give a damn that 2 days later, researchers say and the investigators say that it wasn't his or her fault. They already have put you in the grave 6 feet under. You are horrible.
That's
And
what happened on Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
yes, and 1/3 now is 2/3, now is whole 3/3, and I hate the whole race. When the fact of the matter is that you end up finding out that it's not the story that was told, and that's just wrong. And that's why it's so much damn hatred in this crazy ass world. And that's why doing this show, as we come to an end, it's so important. And I'm going to give you one good solid reason why it's so important. Because the world works like this. This is a young black boy. I am a black man. And if you can put a wedge between us to not like each other, not love each other, he gets older, don't give a damn about me. I get older and push him away. Well, then that is the strength of us dividing. And now it's easier for us to be conquered. And conquered in aspect of what? You don't want to be around white people? No. But damn it, this young black man right here, black boy, and this black man right here, we need each other to build our strength and to build our people so that we can be out and battle mentally and emotionally and financially in this society that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're not together, it's a little bit harder. Because look at the bond that we have now. And let him go off and say, oh, I ain't messing with my dad. That's something that he's losing, that he's had, unless I die. If I die, that's one thing. But if I'm just 2 miles away, 30 minutes, 40 minutes away, an airplane ride away, and we're at division, the plot and plan. We're going to answer these, we're going to respond to these few statements, and now we're going to jump on out of here. Let's see. Let's see.
In the pool?
Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure what that one is. See. Like pulled out a weapon because of not being 6 feet apart.
But I mean,
Hold on. Let's see what that say. I don't know, y'all. It's so much that the world. Can you get that charger so that don't cut off before we done? We live in this social media. To some extent, we obviously want it, and another extent, we need it for one reason or another. Whether it's work, whether it's some type of promotion, whether it's whatever it may be. But the fact of the matter is that as a society, and I know that it's easier said than done, we got to get it together. And if you can't get it together as society, the next best thing is
to get it together as a culture.
To get together as a culture. Goddamn, boy, like Father.
Lights on.
This is my guy,
Culture's character.
Mr. Unknown. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30. Don't miss out. Hey, thank you all for hanging out. We'll be here. This is what we do. This is kind of our thank you to just being here.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to him.
Life's great, no matter what.
Peace out, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out.